This instructional video is talking about how to properly use a Glock pistol and the training and firearms instructions as to how to go about this properly, and the rules of safety and what is required out in the range when learning how to do these things. Some of the equipment that you may need are roughly 850 rounds of reload ammunition, 2 target frames and 3 target bases, 15 targets, 10 dummy rounds, hand warmers if it is cold, armor kit, a gun cleaning kit, first aid kit, portable radio, a pack timer or stopwatch, some staple guns with staples, markers and chalk, brass collection tubs, garbage bags for trash collection, and an additional 150 rounds of ammunition. With these guns, when the slide is pulled back, a striker mechanism moves rearward and locks in place. The gun is ready to fire. The trigger releases the striker and a spring slams it into the 9mm bullet, causing the gun to fire and forcing the slide back again. Glocks lack a traditional on-off safety lever. Instead, the gun incorporates a safe action safety that keeps it from discharging unless the lever inside the trigger is pulled back. Some of the things regarding what to do with the gun when it comes to clearing a gun, you want to remove the magazine, lock the slide to the rear, inspect the magazine feed well and chamber. To disassemble the Glock, you want to clear the weapon, let the slide go forward, engage the trigger, pull slide to the rear approximately 1/8 inch, pull slide lock down on both sides, and push slide forward, taking it off the lower receiver. Remove recoil spring assembly, and then remove the barrel. If you want to reassemble a Glock, you want to pick up the slide group, replace the barrel, replace recoil spring assembly, and then replace slide onto lower receiver. When putting in the magazine, you want to punch in a magazine floor plate, release the button, squeeze the magazine, remove the floor plate, remove magazine spring and follower. The press check is used to check the chamber. You want to grasp slide from underneath with fingers of support hand. Grasp top of slide and receiver with strong hand and pull slide back just far enough to visually check. For low light situations, use trigger finger to physically check ejection port. When you want to draw, you want to make sure you want to grip. You want to release the thumb brake and obtain proper fire and grip in a holster. Support hand should come to the front. You want to clear the muzzle of the holster. You want to rock and lock. Muzzle level, sight aligned in hand. Smack. Start a two-handed firing grip. Look. Bring weapon on target. Finger off the trigger. Scan. If no danger, scan and bring weapon to ready position. It is very important to have a sight alignment to make sure that it is directly proportional to distance of target. Proper sight alignment is sight picture. When holstering your gun, always look down range when holstering. The quality and commercial of ammunition, you should always rotate every 6 months and then inspect for defects. Firearm safety rules. Know how to use a gun safely. There are 4 cardinal rules. One is, all firearms are always loaded. No exceptions. Don't pretend this is true. Be deadly serious about it, whether the firearm is your personal firearm or someone else's. 2. Never let the muzzle cover anything that you are not willing to destroy. Keep your mind on your muzzle. 3. Keep your finger off of the trigger until your sights are on the target and you are in the act of firing. You cannot align the sights of a firearm any faster than you can position your trigger finger. There's no reason to fire an unaligned firearm. This is the most commonly violated of all the 4 safety rules and the most important. Following this rule will help to prevent a tragedy if you violate any of the other safety rules. And last, be sure of the target as well as the surroundings. Targets on a square range are easily recognizable. Other places may not be so. So be aware of your surroundings and behind you, in front of you, if it's ever is needed for protection. When it comes to range procedures, keep these things in mind. Keep handguns holstered unless on the firing line. Firearms will be in a loaded condition at all times unless the command to unload has been given by the range master. Keep long guns slung with the muzzle up or down, except on the firing line. Stand firm on the line. Plant your feet and don't bend down to pick up equipment until instructed to do so by instructor. Holster or sling first, then recover your gear. Do not turn around with a firearm in your hand. Be it a long gun or pistol holster, or sling the firearm first. When talking with an instructor on the line, keep the firearm pointing downrange. When holding the firearm, never let it dangle. While on the firing line, the firearm should be either holstered, slung in the ready position, or on the target. Keep the muzzle pointed downrange at all times. Keep your finger outside of the trigger guard when you are in motion and anytime you are not on target in the act of firing. If you must remove your handgun from the holster or unsling your long gun for maintenance when off the firing range, contact the instructor for direction. If the muzzle of your firearm comes in contact with the ground, cease fire and inform the instructor. The barrel will be checked for and cleared of any obstructions. Never attempt to shoot an obstruction out of the barrel. The barrel may explode. The ceasefire command can be ordered by anyone who sees a potentially dangerous situation. Upon hearing this command, stop firing and bring the firearm to the ready position and wait for further instructions from your instructor.